force time. The uh, the trick is forcing time is to upset the timing of others, to make them hurry, to make them wait. The trick is forcing time is to upset the timing of others, to make them hurry, to make them wait, to make them abandon their own pace, to distort their perception of time by upsetting the time of your opponent while you stay patient and open up time for yourself, which is half the game. In 1473, In 1473, the great Turkish Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror invited negotiations with Hungary to end the off-and-on war the two countries had waged for years. When the Hungarian emissary arrived in Turkey to start the talks, Turkish officials humbly apologized. Mehmed had just left Istanbul, the capital, to battle his longtime foe Uzun Husan, but he urgently wanted peace with Hungary and had asked that the emissary join him at the front. When the emissary arrived at the site of fighting, Mehmed had already left in moving eastward in pursuit of his swift foe. This happened several times. Whenever the emissary stopped, the Turks lavished gifts and banquets on him in pleasurable but time-consuming ceremonies. Finally, Mehmed defeated Uzun and met with the emissary. Yet his terms for peace with Hungary were exclusively harsh. After a few days, the negotiation ended and the usual stalemate remained in place. But this was fine with Mehmed. In fact, he had planned in that way all along. Plotting his campaign against Uzun, he had seen that diverting his armies to the east would leave his western flank vulnerable. To prevent Hungary from taking advantage of his weakness and his preoccupation elsewhere, he first dangled the lure of peace before his enemy, then made them wait all of his own terms. Making people wait is a powerful way of forcing time. As long as they do not figure out what you are up to, you control the clock. They linger in limbo and rapidly come unglued, opening up opportunities for you to strike. The opposite effect is equally powerful. They linger in limbo. You control the clock, they linger in limbo and rapidly come unglued. Opening up opportunities for you to strike. The opposite effect is equally powerful. You make your opponent hurry, start off your dealings with them slowly, then suddenly apply pressure, making them feel that everything is happening at once. People who lack the time to think will make mistakes. So set their deadlines for them. This was the technique Machiavelli admired in Caesar Borgia, who during negotiation would suddenly press vehemently for a decision, upsetting his opponent's timing and patience. For who would dare make Caesar wait? Joseph Duven, the famous art dealer, knew that if he gave an indecisive buyer like John D. Rockefeller a deadline the painting had to leave the country. Another tycoon was interested in it. The client would buy just in time. Freud noticed that patients who had spent years in psychoanalysis without improvement would miraculously recover just in time if he fixed a definite date for the end of therapy. Jacques Lacan, the Jacques Lacan, the famous French psychoanalyst, used a variation on this tactic. He would sometimes end the customary hour session of therapy after only 10 minutes without warning. After this happened several times, the patient would realize that he had better make maximum use of the time rather than wasting much of the hour with a lot of talk that meant nothing. Deadline then is a powerful tool. Close of the vistas of indecision. હું કેમ જો યુટ્યુબ પર સર્ચ કર બધી નલ્લી નલ્લી વાતમાં મારી પહેલા કર બધી નલ્લી વાતમાં તો થાય નહીં કરે તો પછી કદી થવાનું